The hidden secret in Genesis. Who was on Earth before Adam and Eve? Have you ever considered the possibility that Adam and Eve weren't the first humans to walk the Earth? I know it sounds shocking. But what if I told you that the Bible itself hints that other people may have existed before Cain was even born? Yes, because something very mysterious happens in Genesis. Think about it. Cain was banished to a land called Nod, and there he found other people. He got married, had children, and even built an entire city. But wait a second. Where did these people come from? If Adam and Eve were the very first humans, and their only children at the time were Cain and Abel, then who were the mysterious inhabitants of Nod? This is one of the most puzzling mysteries in the Bible. And what makes it even more intriguing is that to this day, scholars, theologians, and archaeologists cannot agree on an answer. So today, we're going to dive deep into this enigma and examine two completely different explanations for this biblical mystery. Welcome to The Bible Teaches. If you enjoy studying God's Word and uncovering its hidden mysteries, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because here, we explore topics that will challenge the way you see the scriptures. Now, let's get straight into today's investigation. Picture this moment. Cain, filled with guilt, flees from God's presence after murdering his brother Abel. He wanders through unknown lands, burdened by the curse of being a restless wanderer on the earth. But suddenly, he encounters other people. People who were already living in the land of Nod, and who seem to have an established civilization. And that brings us to the big question. If Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel were the only humans alive, where did these people come from? This is where the mystery begins. The Bible presents two possible explanations for this enigma. The first explanation, the most traditional and widely accepted view among biblical scholars, is that Adam and Eve were truly the first humans, and that all of humanity descends from them. But then, how did Cain find other people? A possible answer is that Adam and Eve had many more children than just Cain, Abel, and Seth. Genesis 5-4 states that after Seth was born, Adam had other sons and daughters. So Cain may have encountered distant relatives, other descendants of Adam and Eve. And don't forget, in Cain's time, people lived for hundreds of years. So even though Genesis 4 doesn't explicitly mention it, it's likely that numerous descendants of Adam had already spread across the land. But what do you think? Does this explanation satisfy your curiosity? Or is there something even deeper hidden within this mystery? The second explanation. Now, let's explore a more controversial theory. Idea that Adam and Eve were not the first humans created by God. That's right. Some scholars believe that a different group of humans may have existed before Adam and Eve's civilization that was wiped out before the events of the Garden of Eden. This theory suggests that the people Cain encountered in Nod were survivors of that earlier civilization. And what's really intriguing is that this idea is based on some fascinating clues within the Bible itself. For example, Genesis 1:26 states, "Let us make mankind in our image, after our likeness." Let us make. Why does God use the plural form here? Was he speaking to angels? Or could this refer to a previous creation? And there's more. In Genesis 1:27, God creates man and woman in his image. But the specific story of Adam and Eve doesn't appear until Genesis 2. Could this mean that Genesis 1 describes a broader creation of humanity, while Genesis 2 focuses specifically on Adam and Eve's story? And here's something even more fascinating. Archaeology also raises some thought-provoking questions. Scientists have uncovered human fossils that date back over 200,000 years, while the traditional biblical timeline suggests that Adam and Eve lived roughly 6,000 years ago. This leads to an astonishing possibility. There may have been human civilizations long before Adam was created. Now, it's time to ask the big question. Do you believe that Adam and Eve were the first humans, or do you think there was an earlier civilization before them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective on this. If you enjoyed this video and want more discussions about Bible mysteries, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Your support means the world. Leave a comment with your opinion and feel free to suggest other biblical mysteries you'd like us to explore. See you in the next video. God bless, and until next time.